Welcome back to Roots and Roasts, where we don't just grow plants, we build relationships with them. Today we're breaking down care for one of the most majestic tropicals out there, the Alocasia Odora, or as some call it, the fragrant elephant ear. This plant is big, bold, and a bit dramatic. But once you understand its rhythm, it becomes one of the most rewarding plants in your collection. Let's get you dialed in. Alocasia odora is native to the lush forests of East and Southeast Asia, places like India, Taiwan, Vietnam, and Japan. In the wild, it thrives in warm, humid lowlands, so when we bring it indoors, the goal is to mimic those conditions as best we can. Bright, indirect light is key. Near an east-facing window, perfect. A few hours of morning sun is fine, but avoid harsh afternoon rays. Too much sun will scorch those massive leaves. Too little, growth slows and the plant pouts. Alocasias like moisture, but not soggy soil. Their thick stems store water, which makes them very prone to root rot if you overdo it. Use a moisture meter or do the 2-inch finger test. If it's dry, water thoroughly and let it drain completely. No soggy bottoms. Drainage is non-negotiable. Terracotta pots are great. They help wick away excess moisture. Just don't go too big on the pot size. A container that's 1 to 2 inches wider than the root ball keeps moisture levels balanced. Repot every 1 to 2 years, ideally in spring or early summer. Signs it's time? Roots poking out the bottom. Soil dries almost immediately after watering. Plant feels top-heavy or stalled in growth. Use a chunky, well-draining mix. Indoor potting soil, perlite, and orchid bark. Loosen the roots gently and trim any that are mushy or dead. Feed your odora during the growing season, spring through early fall. Use a balanced liquid fertilize or one slightly higher in nitrogen. Don't overdo it. More food doesn't mean faster growth. It means crispy tips and stressed roots. Alocasias can attract a few common pests, especially if humidity is too low or the soil stays wet too long. Pests to watch for: spider mites, webbing under leaves; mealy bugs, white fuzz in joints; aphids, tiny bugs on new growth; fungus gnats, when the soil stays damp. Neem oil or insecticidal soap works great. Keep leaves clean, airflow moving, and avoid letting your soil stay wet. Keep the leaves clean. Wipe them down with a damp cloth to help them breathe. And if your plant drops leaves in winter, don't panic. Alocasias often go dormant in cooler months. Cut back watering and let it rest. Toxicity note: keep this one away from pets and little ones. It contains calcium oxalate, which can irritate skin or stomachs. Best time to propagate: during repotting. Look for pups or offshoots near the base. Separate them cleanly, pot them up in fresh soil, and keep the humidity high while they root. The Alocasia odora is a real presence in any room, bold, expressive, and worth every ounce of care. Once you learn its rhythm, it'll reward you with lush tropical growth that can hit 6 to 8 feet indoors. Drop your questions in the comments, subscribe for more rooted knowledge, and share this with a fellow plant lover. Until next time, stay green, stay growing. This is Roots and Roasts.